Okay, everybody, welcome to episode 3 of my blogcast. And today we're going to be going over a blog post I wrote back on November 4th, 2020, where I talked about using Google Tasks to remind yourself to schedule student reminders. As we go through this blog here, it kind of shows you step by step on how to use Google Tasks and how to pull the links from Google Classroom assignments that you can kind of use tasks to remind yourself to uh, schedule out reminders to students and how to put those copy and paste those links into tasks so then you can be reminded to then remind students. So it's just task is a great way to really automate your workflow. So beyond just scheduling reminders for students, you can also automate your own workflow for things beyond that, for things that you have to do that you do weekly. We've kind of become probably more regimented during distance learning than we ever have before, as far as the way our schedules are set up and the things we do. So any way we can automate those tasks and help us remember to do things definitely can be useful here. So um, again, well, I'm going to go and do a quick demo of how I use Google Tasks on a daily basis to automate my workflow, for student reminders, for reminders from myself, and just to get things done. Because anything I can do to help me stay on track and be more efficient is definitely something that's useful. So we're going to switch over here to, you actually see this is my actual Gmail account. First thing in the morning here, you can see my Google Tasks here over here on the side. I have not even addressed any of them yet, but many of these here you see with the little arrows right here. These are recurring ones that happen, certain days out of the week. So you can see that those are all in there. Others, if you don't see the little arrows right there, then those are ones that are kind of one-off ones. So I use this daily, and I check them off as I get through them to throughout my day. And there's something oddly satisfying about checking these off and hitting this little button here, and they disappear. And when you're all done, you'll see it'll actually congratulate you for getting through all your tasks. So again, one that I do daily is my daily temperature check. It's something we have to do here. That's one part of the reality of distance learning. And it has the link that I have to fill out to record my temperature and stuff. So that shows up first thing. Actually shows up about 8:15 every morning. And I get reminded to do it. That's why my reminder set. But when I look here, I can see it first thing in the morning. Temperature check. I click this link. I fill out the form, enter my temperature, and then I'm able to just simply check it off of my list. Something that I do every day during during the week. I have to set my intervention students for today. It would be for missing work or asynchronous work. So I'll set up that list. So this is something that after I check it off today, it's going to show up again on the next time I have it scheduled each week. Here I have to fill out an IEP. This is something that I got an email about yesterday, and using the add to task button right here. I can take any email that I'm looking at. If I click add to task, watch what happens. It adds it right here to Google Tasks here. So this is, I call this an action item, something that I need to do. But if I don't have the time to do it at that moment, I want to be reminded to do it later. Then all I have to do, I click add to task, is add here to tasks. If I click the little edit button here, I can change the title of the task. I can set a reminder right here with add date and time. And then once I set all that, you see there's a link right here back to this email. So I don't have to go looking through my email to find it. I just click on it. It takes me right to it. So whenever I think of something I got to do, I'll simply add a Google task here. So like right here, someone asked me to do a Zoom demo, how to record Zoom. So that's something that's on my task list. And I'll click, I will check it off as I do it. One recurring one that I do every Monday through Thursday is to schedule announcements for due assignments. And that kind of goes with the blog post here about scheduling announcements for students to remind them to get their work done. So I'm scheduling a reminder for myself to remind my students. So these are all just simple ways that I use tasks every day. It helps keep me on track. And the cool thing is that in Google Calendar, this will also show up in your calendar, and there'll be another place for you to get reminders and to see what you have to do. So again, This is a very simple app here on Google, but definitely something that can be that's simple yet very very useful and has really transformed my workflow. So again, if you have any questions about anything discussed on this blogcast, feel free to reach out to me on Google Hangouts and or email.